Hello, this is David Hughes. I'm an accountant. My company is Dale H Group Limited, but I trade under the name Accounts Easy. Um, I wanted to show a few of the many good points of Xero software. I recently passed the examination to become certified advisor. I chose Xero because I think it's the most complete cloud-based system out there. There are too many good features to include in the video, but I'm going to just try to give you a feel as to how user-friendly it is and how good it is to see how the company is doing. First of all, the first page is the overall dashboard where you can edit and put in things in like cash in and out, accounts that you want to keep an eye on, invoices that are owed to you, a graph showing your bank account, and bills that you need to pay, etc., and invoices owed. So you get a lot of information just from the first page, and the beauty about it is you can click edit and say you wanted to have bills to pay up here, then you can do that, and maybe put that one over there. Um, and you can have it any way you want to give you a snapshot of how your business is doing, which I think is great. Um, the accounts watch list is a very good function. There are some certain accounts that you want to keep an eye on. Maybe people overspend. If you just click accounts watch list, it brings up a chart of accounts, and you can go into any of those, and if you click show an expense claim, then it shows up in that dashboard. So that's a very good function. From the dashboard you can do a lot of things, such as make transactions, account reconciliations, reconciliation for the bank, an import statement. You can do that either by CSV file or by a different format if the bank has that. The reconciliation is a very well constructed way of controlling the bank. So if I click reconcile account, on the left hand side are the statement items that have been imported, and if I wanted to match those off, I can click find match, which will look up an invoice, or I can simply just choose an account, and then click OK, and it matches against that line. It's a very safe way and controlled way to reconcile your bank balance. And you can also create rules that Xero will automatically identify what code certain transactions will go to for future statement uploads. So we'll go back to the dashboard. As I said, there's most things you can do directly from the dashboard, but if you go up to the menu, you'll see that there's bank accounts, sales accounts, purchases. So if I go into sales account, and it'll give me graphs of the aging, etc. What's in draft, what's waiting for approval, waiting payment. say I wanted to do a new invoice, I would click the invoice, simply type in Joe Blogs, and it'll ask you if that's a new contact. You click yes and say the due date is the 31st, and the reference can be on anything, and you can set up a new item, such as with widget 1, and that is let's put in the same name, widget 1. Okay, and you can also put down if you sell the item as well. So basically, if you sell the item, then it'll come up here as the unit price. So say you'd put in £500, and then you can put a say 20% discount in, and you can have the account preset on that particular item, and the tax can be either tax exclusive or inclusive. And then depending on the access level, you can either save it if you're not an approver, or just go straight to approve. One great function is that you can email the invoice. So if I send that to my personal email, and click send, and if I go to emails in my personal account, this is what the customer will receive. Let me see if I can get it to, sorry about the noise, but that's my computer making a few strange noises. What this does is it gives the invoice in PDF form, but the best way for the customer is to click the Xero invoice. Okay, now what the beauty of this is that they can click Pay Now, and if you've got a gateway set up such as PayPal or Stripe, it'll take you directly to that. So this is taking them to my PayPal account, but I've also got a Stripe account as well, so they can pay immediately from the invoice. They can also reply with comments with regards to the invoice, etc. So if I go back to Xero, accounts, inventory, you can track. Whenever you set up an item, you specify whether you want to track it or not for inventory. It allows you to have expense claims for employees, and it has a fixed asset module as well, its own payroll module, and the advisor will have a complete list of reports that can provide many different reports on the company performance, even executive summary, can provide very concise information, and there's many reports that you can choose from. A lot of the settings are done from this menu. You can change your chart of accounts, but it comes with a very robust chart of accounts anyway. If you go to general settings again, in conversion balances, this allows you to enter in opening balances if you're changing over from a different system. Um, there are so many settings that make it so easy. You can set up your invoices to be the standard invoice that you just seen, which is more than adequate, or you can set up your own, and you can decide what information goes into the invoices, and you can set up the reminders to be emailed out at certain periods. Going back to if we look at financial settings, you can set up your VAT rates, etc. from there, and you can lock certain accounts if you've got that access. So and then you can go into users, and this only shows himself, but you have a list of users, and from this you can basically set up any type of access level that you need for that particular person. And there are so many different functions within this. There's email settings. You've got templates where you can set up automatic emails, attach things. You can export to Excel, import from Excel, and really it does make Sage 50 look pretty standard, and I don't say that lightly. One of the biggest benefits that Xero has is that whenever you see a transaction, you can drill down into it, and you can't do that in Sage 50. And you can get this package at a fraction of what you would pay for Sage 50. And I would advise any company, any SME that is up to maybe £10 million could use this absolutely no problem. If there's additional functionality that's required, there's a lot of different add-ons that you can put in, such as a customer relation database, or a more sophisticated inventory tracking mechanism. But the basic functionality will be sufficient for most companies. That really is a very brief look at what I think is the future of accounting, and I'm very willing to help any company to set it up and support them, and uh, while they get used to it, they will take it over, and at the end, there's even the reports for you filing basically your profit and loss, and your balance sheet for company's house, etc. So it's very robust accounts, and I would love the opportunity to come out and explain it a little bit in more detail to the people who would be interested. I will put this video on my YouTube channel, where you'll find other videos on my website, and I also run a training for non finance managers. Thank you very much.